Buddy, this is your boy Dion. I know it's been a while that I haven't did a podcast or anything. You guys probably haven't heard anything from me, but I do apologize. It's just been a lot going on. I set a date and something else happened. Let me just go ahead and send my apology to everyone that was waiting on this show and didn't get a show. But first off, I got 15 minutes or less to do this show, and well, that's what we're gonna do. And at the end of it, I give you guys updates of when our next show gonna be up. And again, I apologize if there's any back noise or people in the background walking in and out of doors and cars and stuff like that, because I am outside and I am on my mobile phone. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing well, and here we are. Thank you again for choosing the War Zone. I'm your host, Dion Davis. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, first off, I want to talk about unwanted love and the love languages that we misunderstand and misinterpret. You know, a lot of times we go through life and we go through situations to where we don't know how to, counteract the bad into making something good based off of love. Based off of love, it's the key factor which transition things into something that's greater or better. We don't know these things because we built off of hate because of what someone else have done, or we have unforgiving love for each other and things like that. And see, that's the whole thing in that case too. One person don't want to be a big person, and the next person don't want to be the bigger person. It just keep on transpiring into the next and to the next. And love is something that can break bondages and chains and things like that. But we don't see these things that can occur because, like I said again, it's hatred, misunderstanding of it. And see, everybody got a different love language. And just being able to take the time to understand or wanting to understand somebody else's love language versus our own. Being unselfish. See, a lot of times we also got people that's wanting no love from no one because of all the untrustworthy love and not even taking the consideration to understand somebody else's love. It get to a point where people have their own opinions, and what their opinions is the truth to them. And see, sometimes love is one way or one-sided, but see, with love being both-sided, things that happen more often, especially in relationships and families and friends, things like that happen. And see, it don't happen like that because there's no type of love language in the midst of it all. There's no comprehension. There's no understanding. And you have to understand there have to be some effort of understanding someone else's love language, understanding how they operate. You can't always dictate how things going to go based off of what you feel and what you think. And that's the whole thing. We make decisions based off our emotions. And instead of with our mind and our head. There's a lot of people that got divorced because they out of love, because their love language was misconstrued or misunderstood. And the other person that's trying to, the opposite sex or the partner or whomever you want to call it in that situation, how can I understand anything if your love language is only to you to understand for you? And when I try to understand your love, you shut down on me because of whatever was done to you in the past. And see, in so many relationships like myself I've been in to where, you got to break down barriers and walls and stuff. But you can't, because it has to be some type of element of allowance. You have to allow me to be able to break down some walls. You can't always have a barrier on. See, the barriers are caused by people that have caused destruct in your life or tried to kill and destroy you. I mean, at the end of the day, we do have those people out there that have and nothing else better to do is try to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's the mindset. It's because of the hatred, because someone else done to them what they doing to you. Love can mean so much things. Love can take you so many places, and love can keep you still in the same place. And we know this, and we see it every single day, where love will make a person not move. Love will keep a person in the same spot and not moving into any other direction, any other place, because of what love does. But at the same time, love is not what that person, what that relationship is. Love is not that. Love is something that's understanding of one another. Love has a lot of characteristics. Love has an understanding. Love is patient and love is kind. Love has so much to do with patience and kindness, and due to the fact that it's just based of understanding your partner's emotions, your partner's mind, your partner's everything about that person. But if one person is not in the availability to show or share their emotion, it causes cloggage and breakage and bondage and things in that sort. But reason why I bring this up, and I bring this up because, I have gone through some situations for myself to where, I really pause for a moment to dictate if I'm gonna love a person or not. And I know it sounds crazy, but in the sense of it, it's not like I don't love that person or a person in that sense. But in this situation, I kind of pause for a moment based off of what a person has said, because of their opinion and what they think. They put the truth on me like it's the truth, when whatever my situation is my situation. So the truth is within me because I know it, but it just becomes somebody else's opinion. And when somebody else's opinion, they feel some type of way, which is strong opinions because it's mixed with emotions. So when they start feeling some type of way, their truth becomes your truth. And then you're trying to break bondage of their truth because their truth is not your truth. But because of their emotion, because of how they feel, they become overwhelming to deal with. So in that moment, it's just like I'm starting to hate the fact that a person is putting an oppression over me, that whatever their truth is and their opinion is the truth, regardless if I like it or not. Now, it caused some type of hatred. But see, reason why I bring it up again, because at that moment, I had to think, I hate the fact what this person's doing, but do I hate this person? Do I give this person my wrath, or you want to, so we'll call it? Do I give this person my thought, my peace of my mind? Do I give this person, do I fight this person? I mean, it's just so much hatred. But then again, I never thought at the moment, it's like, this person don't know really or understand too much, because they're not given no time to understand based off what they feel and their emotion. Because what they've been through, they dictate that everybody else should do the exact same thing that they had done, because that's how they survived. But at the end of the day, my survival skills are different from your survival skills. So you can't sit here and tell me that, this is how you're supposed to do things. At the end of the day, when you do things, it was based off of opinion first and your thought. Yeah, there's no wrong or right thought, there's no wrong or right action. It's as long as you stick 110% behind your action, can't nobody tell you anything. It don't matter what anybody got to say or do. Now, at the end of the day, you know what's wrong and right, and you have common sense within yourself. But to have a person sit there and tell you they're wrong and they're right, and to oppress their opinions on you to where it's a big enough oppression to where they are adding their feelings involved, and they're causing so much headache and heartache and frustrations upon yourself because of what they think and what they feel, it can cause hatred that way too. And I had to, when I was brought in that situation, I had to sit back and think, like, why do I hate this person? Now, I couldn't tell you why I hated the person. Only reason I'm telling you now, because I had to sit there and think. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't say I hate the person, but it made me feel that emotion. So I had to check myself. I had to check, why do I hate, or why do I feel this hate? Why do I feel this hate coming? And of course, like we all know, and I just discussed that, based off of what their feelings and what their opinions are, they're putting it upon me, like, they are right and I'm wrong, versus, actually trying to understand where I'm coming from. It's a different conversation versus me being wrong and they're being right. I don't mind being wrong. But at the same time, if you're not hearing me and you make a decision based off of what your opinion is, you're wrong. First off, from the get-go, you're wrong. But at the end of the day, I had to check myself, and I had to realize, it's not me. It's not that I hate a person. It's just the fact that I had to recognize that I hated the fact that the person had, oppressed me with their feelings and their emotions and opinions, and it overwhelmed me so much so that I started to gain hate feelings. So I had to correct that. You have to learn to correct those things within each other. You have to learn to correct those things within a relationship, because it's going to happen. It will happen. It will continue happening only because of everybody has an opinion. And at that time, you have to learn to either love it, and the fact to where you take criticism real well. I don't necessarily always. Sometimes I do. Depends on what your motive behind things are. But at the end of the day, you have to learn what ticks you off and identify what's causing what. Don't hate or don't feel no hate towards somebody just because of what they're saying. Don't do those things to yourself, because that's going to make you miserable. But anyways, I'm done with that right now. I want to tell you guys about the update of my show. I wanted to go in September. I wanted to update it in September. I wanted to go ahead and do everything. I'm still behind on some things. I still have to get my audio and different things working out. And I'm trying to do video, but if that don't work, then it don't work. I'm trying to see how I can do like live at the same time, video live in as far as this platform, doing it live as well, so therefore my voice is heard, and also you guys can see my image as well. I'm also trying to work on different things as far as apps and things as far as the podcast go. Trying to get my image of the Warzone re-image. I'm trying to get that drawn out. So it's a few more things that I'm getting here and in there. Basically that, and finish working on the layouts of my show. Other than that, I want to try to do it in September. At the end of September, I think that should be enough time. And I'm thinking I'll probably do shows Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. But as far as that, don't hold to that. I'll keep you guys posted on that as far as I finish out, and depends on how much time I have, because I have to pay for this and different things in that sort. So other than that, I thank you guys for your time. You guys have a great day. And just remember, man, at the end of the day, you guys are loved by so many, and hopefully hated by none. And if so, only a few, and hopefully one day you'll be able to change their mind. You guys have a good one and a blessed one. Pray for you guys, and I love y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you for listening to the Warzone podcast. I've been your host, Deon Davis, and don't forget, we'll be having updated. We'll have also updated information on Facebook as well. Go to the Warzone group page at thewarzone.com. All right, guys. Thank you.